All right, we're good and rolling.
We're good to go.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is the Blazeassassin, and welcome to our game of D&D My Little Pony: Tales of Old Equestria. With me today we have our players. Let's go from left to right. Starting with Onyx.
Hi, folks. I am Lucan. I will be playing a Earth Pony Druid named Onyx Rock. I am a known writer, animator, soon-to-be puppeteer. You can find out more about me on dragonprophecystudios.com, or not .com, but YouTube channel. Check out my book, Dragon Prophecies, Prodigy, the first one, and then Heresy, the second one. And yeah, hope to have a lot of fun here.
Silver.
I am Golden Glow, also known as Prince Golden Glow on YouTube and Smule. I am a roleplay obsessor. I roleplay a tad too much, to be perfectly honest. But I do like recording Let's Plays for YouTube. And I also sing a shitload, so I put that on Smule and the occasional YouTube.
All right, Midnight.
Yes, that's me.
Yep.
I occasionally do video editing, but that's about it. Roleplay. But yeah, that's me.
All right, and Percy.
I'm Matt. I playing Perspicacity, but everybody's just gonna call me Percy because that's hard to say.
All right, so, for context of people joining in, this is taking part in the My Little Pony world, but this is before Luna or Celestia's rule. This is happening a month after the episode of Heartswarming, or the tale that episode told, where that was a summed up version of a civil war that happened, told for a more kid friendly version of what their play was. And the ending being where they discovered Equestria. The world now is trying to venture out into this new world they've dubbed Equestria, and along the way they shall encounter the inhabitants of this place and solve mysteries that this world holds for them. As we start this story, I'm gonna do something that might make sense later, give or take how badly I deal with them. So, the scene opens. You are not, but we open in Canterlot as a study is going on about the history of Equestria. And Twilight Sparkle is making a lecture. And being the person who would like to get the most accurate sense of what happened in the past, she brings along some ancient people to help her along, as the Pillars of Harmony come into the room. Twilight starts explaining the history that they were at, explaining the heartwarming tale, as Starswill corrects hers. That's not how the story goes. Let me tell you the tales of old Equestria, how it really happened, and the heroes you really should know. Now, your scene has now opened. Our characters are sitting around this campfire, lighting a blaze, warming the area. The three tribes have made this small camp, as this is the third wave. 2 waves have been sent before you. These waves are to basically send people out to explore Equestria. The first were groups that were of large mass and ready for supplies to set up camps. The second was of munitions and extra food supplies and farming equipment, the first wave. And now you are groups of adventurers gathered together so that you may make a further push past the encampments. And now, scene enters. What are you guys doing?
Alex seems to be chasing me around the campfire. And apparently so is Percy.
Watching amusement is a
Someone pick on the bird day?
earth pony.
No, I guess we should
I
do
just
this
wanted
first.
to talk to you.
We should probably introduce what our characters look like. So, Onyx, tell our viewers what your character looks like.
Sure, yeah. Onyx is a earth pony who has blue eyes and a green coat. There we are, right there. There's a picture.
Just using it so they can see.
Onyx cast enlarge reduced.
His shaggy brown
3
mane frame greets you in a warm smile. The earth pony is taller and a little bit heavier than the average of his species. Onyx has had a difficult life, but he has made the best of it as he could. He's a common pony with simple needs and a good heart. A cutie mark on his flank is that of pottery. He nods in greetings to everyone
All right.
as he approaches the fire.
Silver Flare is a griffin, an unusual creature around these parts, and he just casts enlarge reduce as well. He stands at about 3'4" at the shoulder, making about 4 feet ish at the top of the head. He is a little thin and a little small for what griffins are usually classified as. For he is, rather than half eagle like most griffins, he is like half pigeon or dove. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. Anyways, he has silver feathers coating his entire body, and would he have a saddlebag, I guess, instead of a backpack? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
In his saddlebags, it's visible that there is a single brown feather sticking out of his left saddlebag. It was clear that it was hastily stowed in there and never fixed. He's heterochromatic. His left eye is black/dark green, but his right eye is a bright, almost glowing blue that put chills into some of the ponies who'd directly seen the Wendigos.
All right. Next, Midnight.
He's a dark blue pony with auburn red hair on his first man and tail. He's got a chakra for a mark. He's a monk. Raised in a monastery.
That it?
About who he is.
All right. Lastly, Percy.
Well, Percy's dark blue, wears kind of thick black rimmed glasses, and has a light blue kind of spiky mane and tail. Very fastidious, has to have everything accurate, usually writing things in a book. Obviously, I guess it wasn't obvious, but he's a unicorn. He has a horn. And he's like 3'2", which is about average, but he's very underweight for 3'2". He only weighs like 84 pounds.
Oof.
All right. Is that it?
Yep.
All right. So, as you sit at the campfire, as you sit next to the campfire, not within it, you see 3 pony generals come out. One for each tribe. As I pull up the NPCs so I can remember what I named them. So of the Earth ponies, you see this large brown-coated stallion, plated in half-plate armor. His muscles show that he has the strength of 1,000 others, or at least that's what others have been saying about him. His name is Outrider, quite the skilled combatant, and has been renowned by all of his subordinates. As well as we have exiting his, a great paladin by the name of Burnblade, renowned unicorn for using his magic to conjure a sword of burning fire, and using it to take out hordes of enemies by his lonesome. He is a little unapproachable, people could say. A very noble man. For the Pegasi,
Approachable man.
we have Waymite, a Pegasus who is known for having oversized wings that have allowed her to fly unimpeded while wearing full plate armor. She has been called the Winged Juggernaut, as she would constantly use her full armorness within aerial combat to literally just crash into people, using the full weight of her body against others.
I can see why she's bruised all over.
Yep.
I forgot to mention, like, Silver clearly looks like he's had the crap beaten out of him several times. Like, he's more scarred than she is, almost.
Okie dokie Loki. So, they all gather and look at you. You are the 14th Regiment of the 3rd Wave. With this, we shall be sending you off into the new land, and hopefully you shall be a hero of the new land, give or take what you decide to do with this freedom of yours. We have decided this griffin was fair enough for this team, as, face it, most of the other groups have not wished to have, and you are the last eligible ponies. So, with that in mind, we will be sending you off by the next morning, and you shall be on your way to the new land. We hope that you have good luck on your travels, and do not perish at the hands of what might be within those new lands. Would any of you like to say anything back?
Onyx walks up and says, is there any aid that you could give us in our quest?
Unfortunately not. We are to stay behind to the 4th wave. The final wave will be holding a bunch of important diplomats that we must stay behind to protect.
Is there any supplies or health potions or anything else that you could provide for us?
The equipment that you all got for your character classes and whatnot were all provided by them.
Ah, okay, all right.
Unfortunately, there are no potions that we can spare. We aren't the best alchemists, so we are unable to make enough for you adventurers and have used it on the first and second wave as we have deemed them more important to secure areas.
What can we expect in the wilderness?
We have reports of creatures of nature variety outside of the Arctic tundra the Wendigos have created. So, expect nature creature? None of the people have been able to give us a straight answer what they are. Only survivors that ran back.
How many groups have made it?
We have heard that a good amount of our groups have made it through, as the large mass of people have apparently warded off many possible attackers, but past the forest, we are unaware of how many groups have done.
I'm mostly just like nodding, just like taking the oof that I was basically picked because I was the bottom of the barrel. They were scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Oh. Percy's reading a book, not really paying much attention.
I mean, that's just paying out attention, listening to what I'm saying.
The paladin shall look at Percy and remove the book. I think that you shall heed our words. You are entering into new land. You can wait till later. Does Percy
But all of the things you said are things that you've already known. This is all obvious. Whenever you say something new, I'm listening. I'm just, occupying my time.
Fine.
This is still a matter of respect.
I was honestly just waiting for, fine.
It was a near thing. It almost happened.
Anyway, you shall all be sent off in the morning. If you request anything that we may be able to provide, you may ask us. Otherwise, you may sleep in your tents, and we shall see you off in the morning. They
I
all-
nod my head.
Can I have my book back now?
Yes, he hands your book back as they all head
Nice.
back to their individual tents.
Immediately starts reading again while walking.
All right. By the way, this tent is where all you guys are.
Can you ping it for us?
Which one?
This one,
Okay,
Oh,
the
right
one
down
in
there.
the bottom left.
So if you hit shift and ping, it
It's a large. It's a large
Yep.
tent.
Yeah, it's not just for you guys. There are a few others within it.
Onyx will nod greetings to the others and say, "Hey, I'm Onyx Rock. Who are you guys?"
Let's see, one with a green coat, and dark brown hair is like, my name is Everwood. We are doing fine. We're waiting for our dispatch after yours.
Are you guys excited?
Well, my family has head out before, so I'm looking forward to meet up with their group.
Where are they heading?
Other than that, we're moving out of our homes and being forced to just by necessity. I'm not really happy in this situation.
I mean, new places? Hopefully someplace better than the ice cold, don't you think?
Yes. But it's still away from home.
True, I suppose. Do you miss it?
I understand.
Do you miss your home?
course I miss my home. It's a great place. The farms were as far as you could see. My family did well with what we had.
Mm.
It was a good time before the war.
Oh, the war's over now.
Hmm?
The war's over now.
Yes.
I just sort of like close my right eye just to.
Can I do an insight on that?
Just, like, off into the corner.
Can I do an insight on the sneaky griffin?
Feel free.
Awesome.
And Griffin roll deception.
Assuming that he wants to hide anything.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna fail this one.
have to
Unless I get a critical hit. Nope.
No, he can see through your shimmying.
I just
Share whatever you're comfortable with. You don't have to tell me everything. Like,
What?
tell me his like general mood on this topic.
Oh, he's just like trying to not let Evergreen notice the Wendigo eye that is his right eye.
Onyx
So he's
Rock
just like sort of.
takes note of this. Yeah.
Because like he clearly does not care much for Wendigos.
I think that'd probably be pretty common.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you know.
I've most of them for Wendigo patrons for shits and giggles, but why not? It's working out.
Hatred for Wendigos is it's a common thing.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think so.
saying
Yeah,
that.
I just
They
gotta like have to
caused-
like grow out my feathers into a fringe and just like sort of cover my right eye with my feathers.
It's
You're gonna
super
be
obvious.
Emo Griffin.
It's super obvious.
I
Yeah.
have no choice.
+5 to edginess.
It's either look emo or look like the monster who froze the entire country.
He nods and thanks for the fellow pony sharing, and he probably goes and sits down and relaxes until morning.
Will you all also head to bed?
After I preen a little bit, feathers are roughly after a long flight from Griffinston.
Well, you have been. You've been in this area for a good month now.
Oh, well, preen anyways because I've been doing training.
Alright. So, as morning comes, as they said, the three generals gather around the campfire, and as you guys get ready, they send you off into the new land. Well, any of you like to say something to them before, or just head out?
Was there any marching orders, or just survive?
It's just explore.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
We are.
Can you ping us, DM?
Now you know how to let me copy that from the other group.
I'm assuming we're somewhere by Ponyland.
You're like
That's
right
so
where the
gross.
Crystal Empire is.
Okay, there we are.
Oh. So like right here.
You are the party hat.
Whoop whoop.
We. We're there.
We're a party.
Oh wait. I don't.
Oh, that
We're
hurt.
not there.
There you go.
I was
so, yeah.
confused for a second until I actually saw a party hat, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
What is everyone
I was on the
talking
wrong
about?
side of the map. Whoops. I was on the wrong side of the map. I was on like something mountains, Ponyland, Ice Kingdom, Cloud Castle. I was on
Yeah.
the wrong side. There we go.
So Onyx
Where they
Rock we'll ask the other party members how talented they are at survival.
Well, I can punch really good.
I'm still alive, but I also haven't really been out much, so...
Okay, I am a skilled survivalist. Would you like me to take the lead here?
Sure.
He nods to the party and gestures for them to follow.
All right.
Okay, I'm adjusting my
So,
side on a shield rack.
I'm assuming you head north, or not north, south.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would anybody like to assist me?
I will skip a survival roll for now.
Oh, okay.
As there is a decent path the other groups have made that you can follow.
I am hearing a double feed.
Yeah, Silver. I think
Yes,
it's coming from yours.
What?
Activate push to talk.
I'm on mobile.
Ah,
I'm using mobile.
Oh, do you have
Oh,
headphones?
my
you
air
use?
conditioner is on.
I don't think
my
the
air conditioner is on.
will make a double echo. But anyways,
I'll just turn that off and turn my fan on.
all right. So yes, you make it, and you see a grand forest. Very wild, untamed, and natural.
all right.
Now it already has like each of these hexes that you have. To travel from one to another is about a 3-day travel.
Oof.
Yeah, this is a world map, so that's being generous. It was a week beforehand. But I think 3 days should be enough.
Okay.
So you enter the forest.
For a week per hex, we'd be out of food.
Well, you're also ponies, so you can eat grass.
I'm fair point. I'm a griffin. I'd hunt, as much to the others' disdain. But I'm a pastory, and I can probably eat grass and seeds too. I'm like half dove. I don't know. I don't know what I am.
Give me a range of 20 within 100.
Anybody or
Yeah.
okay? Let's roll a D100,
Range of
right?
20 within 100.
Yeah, so like 1 to 2, or like 0 to 20, or 40 to
21
60.
to-
88.
Okay, so let's go basic 0 to 20.
Alright. Okay.
Oof.
Not. But no, I was making the roll.
Oh,
I was only asking for you for the number.
Oh. Glance away from the screen. Let's go with 20. Look back. Lucan rolled an 88. Oof.
Yeah, it's this will not lead to a bad thing. This is just seeing if you activate a event in this area.
a trap card.
An event of which one of you is already aware of.
Yep.
So you enter the forest as nature is all around you. Would one of you like to try to test the taste of the plants around you?
I mean, can I roll a knowledge nature and see if these plants are edible?
It's just tasting.
Sure.
Is this
And you see
poison?
grass, like grass is edible, and
Okay.
leaves are usually edible.
I would assume we would.
I feel like Percy would, just, in the sense of scientific inquiry.
All right. So as you taste, what is it? Grass, leaf. What are you going for?
Let's go with grass.
All right. So you taste the grass, and you can tell this is It is very delicious. This is like the grass seems more.
Gourmet grass.
It tastes like possibly there is some magic infused with it. Druidic. As it is just some of the best grass you've ever tasted. 10 out of 10 grass.
Tastes like normal grass.
No, this is normal grass. This is the forest grass.
This is normal grass.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
All right, so so now I will require a survival roll.
Oh boy.
Is anyone assisting me?
From
That's
who?
just to continue on to the next hex.
Oh, okay.
Oof. That
All right,
works.
so which direction do you wish to head?
Deeper in the forest, I guess. It's less oppressive than mountain.
Right.
Let's just go foresty. Yay. Yay.
Alright. So you travel along, mostly uneventful. You go on, the griffin eats, I don't know, a squirrel or something.
And the
As
squirrel gets
the
eaten.
rest of you,
Try not to look.
well, not
Oh,
even
I was-
that, unless you.
I was going to say Percy was going to specifically look. He's learning about you. He'd take notes.
Griffin.
Alright.
Squirrel.
So,
Griffon eat squirrel.
as you go in, you see something. You see a creature flying, of the wings of an avian and the body of a serpent as it flies around. It stops.
Did we do like a nature check to see what it is, or was that what that nature check was?
Roll
Or survival check?
religion.
Oh boy. Do I have that? Oh boy. Beep. Oh.
You don't know what this is.
It's a bird.
Do you mind if I roll 2, or does it?
It's a bird snake. Everybody can roll.
Oh,
Everybody
can
sees it. Everybody can roll.
I got the exact same thing.
roll.
Zero.
That makes
Okay,
sense. That makes
so
sense.
Midnight Percy and Gold-
Midnight's
You're
just
just
like, hey. Midnight's just like, hey, Silver, maybe that's some prey. Go check it out.
Yeah, Midnight Knuckle. You're like, that's Sonic fanfiction.
And then there's Onyx just like staring at her, just like, what the fuck?
Onyx, you know that this is a Coatl.
Makes sense.
This is a beast that is set to guard, usually celestial temples.
Just like,
Uh,
it's just like, Midnight's just like, it's Sonic fanfiction. Onyx just looks at him, just like, what the fuck?
Onyx will relay
Are
this
you
information to the party. As everybody's talking about Sonic fanfiction.
and then Jack goes dead.
You are within Servile's forest.
The Quaddle saying that?
Well, he introduces his name. Hello, I am Servile's. Who are you?
I am Silver Fleck.
I'm Perspicacity.
Onyx Rock.
Midnight's just living like a dove. Hi, I'm Midnight.
Don't touch me. I am the knight.
Well, you're definitely a step up from the last group. Let Peg sigh. But What is your cause for entering my forest?
We are seeking a new home.
Does your home wish to be within my forest?
I don't know. Have you seen other adventurers travel this way?
There have been few. One that made the mistake of trying to cross me. Others leave without even glancing at this as a possible home.
Well, we are merely exploring, Servo.
Are you
If
friend
you
or
wish-
foe?
That is all up to you.
Well, we did not mean to
This-
trespass.
It's my forest. Those who wish can cross. But staying is another matter.
I'm gonna go with friend. Not foe. We're just
Same here.
crossing.
Now, one of the things, Onyx, you will also remember reading within a book that you saw of this. They are incapable of lying.
Interesting.
And even compared to guardians, they're not that powerful compared to other celestial guardians.
But
Though
they're
this one seems
normally
a
good.
little different. They are good by nature.
Well, spirit of this forest, if you allow us, we will pass through your place peacefully.
I will allow that. So long as you do not interfere with my forest. Or, more shall I say, do not try to destroy the forest. I shall leave you alone.
Well, thank you very much.
Alright. Would anybody else like to speak to him?
As a gift, I would like to give him a totem of wood. It's a simple little pony totem with like a pony's face, and I offer it to him as a gift.
What is this?
Well, usually gifts are gifts. Has no one offered you a gift before?
I need not any physical attachment.
This is a totem
I
of...
only need myself.
Oh. Okay.
I understand.
Do you need any help?
I am as good as any guardian can be. So long as the forest is safe, I am content.
We can both agree to that. I think you and I could be great allies.
If you wish to exit the forest, the fastest way is west.
Oh,
There is an opening between the mountain, and it will lead to the outer areas of the continent.
well, thank you. Your guidance will be most appreciated.
You are much welcomed. As he says that, he continues to fly/slither on.
Cool.
What shall your party do?
I'm thinking take his advice and go west.
Nods in agreement.
Alright. Roll survival check to see if you can correctly navigate that way.
I will assist.
Yay.
All right, you successfully make it bit west as you are able to see the mountains, and you can see in the distance what looks like an opening for the forest. Let's see what fun thing happens.
Oh boy.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy.
It'll be alright. It'll be alright.
I'm worried.
13. Okay, so this should actually be a pretty good encounter for your first one. You shall now enter. Let me. Well, is there anything on? Let me just make sure one of my maps is clear. Alright. Ignore the camp part. Let me grab your characters and drag them over.
Let's go and zoom out. Have a look at the place.
We'll use that camp part of the map later when we set up camp for the night.
Yeah, expect maps to be reused.
Mm-hmm.
Some of which will be of my own creation. And
There we go.
So I want you all to make perception check.
Oh boy. Oof. I'm blind.
I see.
I am too busy trying to hide my right eye. No. Well.
Alright, and let's see how it does.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no.
So, unfortunately, as you were going by, none of you happened to spot this, as a tiger is watching you from above.
We need a level 2 barbarian. Danger sense.
As you see this, the tiger goes out and strikes one of you. Gonna just put you in a line for now, just so I can roll D4 and select you. Alright. So it jumps down as it comes to your druid, sensing it's your animal connections. As it goes to claw at you.
This could be bad. Misses. Nice.
Will 12 miss?
It does, yes.
Alright. The tiger misses.
Phew.
As now,
That could have been real bad.
roll initiative. You all know how to roll initiative properly in roll 20?
Whoops. Forgot to select my token.
Nice. Woohoo.
Alright,
Boop. Aw.
great. That saves me explaining time. Alright, Percy, you are up first.
Percy is going to use Shocking Grasp with his horn, I guess. Or his
Alright.
hoofs, I don't know.
Well, Shocking Grasp, if I remember correctly, is... Or is it a touch spell?
It is. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's a touch thing. It's just I have to. I was like, how is
You
that?
could also poke it with your horn.
I like the horn idea. It's funnier. Like sparks come off it. Yeah, that's nice.
Alright, roll Shocking Grasp. Ooh.
I suck.
But you still have the spell.
You will miss. All right, next, Midnight, your turn.
I'm going to use the sword and try to slash at him with a
Nice.
Ooh.
nat 20.
Double
So-
damage.
Are you using your hoops with this, or you have it within your mouth?
I have it in my mouth.
I just smacked my phone with my hair. It's like, "Ah."
Kung Fu Ha! Alright, so you do a good 5 damage against him.
And as a
I
bonus,
can't believe you
action,
rolled totally
Yeah.
minimum damage. That's
I didn't like the unarmed strike attack.
Ooh.
So let's try to punch him.
That sucks.
And a 10.
Unfortunately, that will miss. So you get a good cut at him, but unfortunately, after you spin with the sword in your mouth, you got a little dizzy and slightly hit over his head.
Doesn't Flurry of Blows give you 2 extra hits?
I don't get flurry of blows until second level, which is
Oh yeah, right.
Alright, Silver Flare.
also that's minimum damage.
So I'm gonna be cheap and fly a few feet into the air,
Alright.
and 1d8 plus 2 or D. Yeah, I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast.
Can you click it in your attack?
Slash roll 1d 1t.
No, I mean, hold on. Let me see your character sheet.
I don't have it coded as the attack. I just sort of. Oof.
You didn't add it through the compendium? Here, let me help you with that. Do.
And
Go
now
to
I
the
just have
card.
3 copies of Eldritch Blast.
Wait. Hold on, why isn't it dragging... I think because you were messing with it. Why?
Looks like it looks like it's a spell card rather than like spell attack.
Well, no, it should be... when you drag it on here, it should be adding... How is it?
Adding the attack thing.
Uh,
Oh, I have an outputted
attack.
spell card. Yeah,
And was it 1d10, right?
it's a D10, 1d10 force.
Alright, that's all I care about. So now you just click that, and it's like, boom,
you
Eldritch Blast.
Yay!
Alright, so...
God.
anyways, those both missed.
Oof.
Um,
Well, I have to fly at least half my speed, so I'm just gonna boop.
alright, Onyx.
Onyx casts Speak with Animal.
Actually, 5 of those are historical.
Okay.
Tiger's turn.
Alright, so you can now understand. Food. Group
Okay.
of food.
Okay. I definitely understand food. That's all I can do for now. I will attempt to persuade it to not attack in the next turn. But that's my action. Hello?
Book Wizard.
Oh, boy.
As he goes to claw at you.
Oh, oof. Oof.
Ooh, that brings you down, does it not?
Yes, I'm on the ground.
Alright, the
Oh,
wizard
crap.
is on the ground.
No, self-dive bomb this thing next turn.
Alright, Percy, roll to save.
So,
Oh, you know what? This is not appropriate.
Ooh.
Do
That's good. Good save.
Very good save.
1 success.
There we go. So yeah, you make the first save. Midnight. It is now your turn.
Let's go for another slash.
Should hit.
That will hit. You do 8 damage.
And then bonus action, I'm strike.
You hit.
24.
Oof! Wow.
Whack, whack.
Do 4 damage.
Nice.
Still more than most of us have done.
Alright. Silver.
Now, do I shoot it again, or do I try to dive bomb with a dagger? I'm gonna shoot it again. Boop. Heck
You hit.
yeah!
Nice. Nice.
It's not rolling the damage. Should I click the damage? No.
Click Eldritch Blast.
Oh, what the?
It's coming up with, yeah.
There we go.
There it goes.
Do
Ooh,
10
full
damage.
damage. Yeah.
You have to click like Eldritch Blast within the chat.
That's weird. Okay.
Alright,
So
so
your damage roll.
go off
Yay.
mine.
Pew.
Onyx.
I would like to attempt to persuade it. What I'm saying is like, we are not your enemies. There's easier food elsewhere. So that's what I'm going to attempt it to disengage.
Roll persuasion.
We're not your enemies, he says, as a ball of dark
Yeah, I mean,
flies into his side.
Yeah,
All right, I
make
gotta
that.
fly.
Yeah, make that with.
fly 15 feet on my turn.
Well,
Or else I fall.
let's see what the type. He is considering this as it is now his turn. He decides that you might be right
good.
as he tries to get away, but keep in mind, you could all still hit him one last time.
Wouldn't that be an attack of opportunity?
It
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah, both of you get opportunity attacks. I don't. I'm way over
You hit?
here. I'm way over here, 5 feet in the air.
Solid.
Okay,
I do not
Onyx, will
take-
you make one?
do not
Because
take
he's
an attack
definitely
of
coming
opportunity.
back.
I do not take my attack of opportunity.
Okay. He will back up
You can take the
and
disengage.
fucking pounce the monk.
Yeet!
Going for a bite, which will miss. Percy, roll the save. You're up,
Yep.
but there's a tiger on top of you.
Woo! He's stable.
Midnight.
He's got 1 HP and he's standing
No.
up.
Yeah, crits.
Underneath the tiger.
Well, technically, I'm still prone
He
underneath the
wakes up,
tiger.
stands up.
Oh shit.
He stands up and just like headbutts the
Okay,
tiger.
you hit with your
Ow.
short sword.
Whoa! Oof.
All right, you do a good strike. You take out one of his eyes.
Oof.
Then bonus
Slash
action.
against it. Bonus action. Miss. Silver.
This time I think I'm just gonna dive bomb him with my hand axe. Why not?
There we
All
go.
right.
Oof.
You also miss.
Wait, it's a light weapon. I can do a attack with my dagger as a bonus.
All right.
Oh,
You
whoops!
hit.
I double clicked. Boop.
You still hit.
4 damage. Yay.
That's without the proficiency.
No, this is with the proficiency. It's It's D4 plus 2. 4 damage.
No, I mean because it's offhand. Without.
Oh,
the
yeah, it's 2
feat.
damage.
So you just do 2 damage.
2 damage. Stab.
All right, Onyx,
Disheartened.
is-
Yep.
practically dead.
Disheartened. He will cast Cure Wounds on the down player. I'll just find
Alright.
that out.
Roll 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Nice. Arise.
You're back to full
Arise.
health.
Good heal.
Nice.
Tiger's turn. Unless you want to do something else.
No. He healed the down wizard.
That
Alright, so he's going to
just gonna.
D4.
He's
Alright, he's going to turn around to the griffin and give one last bite attack. As he misses.
I was about to say he's just gonna kick me right in the face.
Alright, Percy.
Stab him with
Disengage.
the horn.
I don't know how this will work.
You could probably
mechanically, but I wanted to I was gonna redo a shocking grasp. Only he's on top of me and just
You
stab
stab
up
him
of him
with
as
the
I
horn.
stand.
That sounds cool.
Roll strength to see if you can even get stood up underneath of him.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Oh boy.
That's
Alright.
not bad.
You're able to stand up as
Yeah.
you stand up and cast your spell. No matter what, your horn hits him. I'll use the strength as an attack roll as well for this. As your horn just pierces him, killing him
Nice.
as blood just runs down onto your face.
Oh god, now you're blind because
Percy immediately casts Prestidigitation on himself to clean himself off. Does not like this blood. Not okay with it at all.
All right,
This is why he uses spells. He does not like getting dirty.
each of you gain 50 XP.
Nice. XP.
All right, so you have completed your first encounter.
I slowly land.
Man, I just JoJo posing.
All right,
I would like to attempt to skin the tiger, if I may.
roll survival.
Sure.
Also, I'm carving up this beast.
Oh yeah, I'm so
You,
happy.
all right, so you are able to carve off the skin of the tiger. You have one tiger pelt.
Nice.
I'm using my dagger. Gonna cut off a few chunks of meat later. I'm still having-
You will acquire 4 days rations of meat that you will not have to hunt.
Onyx
Yay.
nods approvingly to the griffin as he does not waste any of the carcass.
All right. So you roll another. Well, saying that you can easily see the mountain pass, you're able to navigate to it during the next day. As you get closer and closer, you see the divide within the mountains as it leads to open plains and a scent passes through as you can smell the scent of flowers within the distance.
in before their freaking poison joke.
Smells nice.
That will
Smells
be a
nice.
thing eventually, but I want to find a table for first.
Poison joke is just gonna be whenever you do anything, you roll on the freaking.
Or I'm just gonna make it ironic for your character.
I'm just gonna turn into a Wendigo. no, the ultimate pony hater, the ultimate hater of Wendigos is gonna turn into a Wendigo. And I'm just gonna I'm just gonna confuse.
Well,
the
keep
shit
in
out-
mind this still has to be a joke.
I'm just gonna confuse them for Irenella every 2 seconds. Just like, turn around. You're done. Oh god.
All right. So, you reach the mountain pass. As you go, roll survival to navigate the mountains.
Midnight, you got this? There we go.
All right. So you go
Super
to the
fun.
mountains, and let's have. What do you encounter next?
No.
Yes.
I just have freaking cupcakes in my head. Like the Pinky song cupcakes. I'm just like saying it to myself. I'm just like, no.
No!
You
That was
encountered
me
demonic
punching myself in the
cupcakes.
temple. Just no.
You encountered demonic cupcakes.
and they're all singing the cupcake song as they jump into your mouth and poison you. Wait, what are we doing? Giving the DM ideas. Oh god.
So, on the side of one of the mountains, you see
Poison joke.
a staircase.
Poison joke. Percy's horn turns into a cupcake.
You're saying the staircase that leads upwards into the mountains?
Yep.
Do I recognize this staircase?
No,
Okay, I'm just
there
like,
is nothing to recognize as you have never been here before.
I thought we'd walked all the way back to Griffinstone in the span of a week.
No, Griffinstone is much farther away.
Gesture to the party. Hey, should we explore?
I don't see
Yeah.
why not.
Is there a possibility of me of having read about this before?
No.
Okay, well, that's worth a shot.
All right, let's go
So
up the
you
stairs.
start walking up the stairs. After about an hour of walking up, they stop. Just without reason, they stop.
I'm gonna fly up a few feet, see if I can spot any continuation anywhere.
There are not.
Well, this was. Gotcha.
I will tell you like exactly what the book told me for this encounter. The players will go up 1d30 plus 40 feet of stairs until it ends abruptly.
Is it just into the sky?
That like on the mountain,
Search for
Random.
like chiseled
secret-
into the mountain.
Search for a secret passage.
Nope,
Percy
just
writes a note.
Ends abruptly.
Staircase to nothing.
Okay, so no.
Can't believe our taxpayers pay for this. Jesus.
Well, Minus could go here and get a free entrance to an upper mountain cave.
All right. I would like you to roll another survival for the next hex of 3 days.
Wee! I was.
So- You make it through quite fine and dandy. As you can start to smell the scent of salt in the air. The area that you're in is just elevated enough where you can see in the distance the ocean.
Cool.
Now, keep in mind, the ocean, other than griffins, ponies have not really seen that often. Usually only Pegasi that have flown to great heights.
Oh yes, the Great Pond.
Percy takes a kind of draws what he's seeing in his notebook for posterity.
All right.
The ocean.
So, do you continue on?
Of course.
So, as you approach the coast, you see another equine in the distance, as it looks like they are doing something to the water, but you are too far at the moment to see what.
I started yelling over to them.
They are too far. Like you can see them like far in the distance. This is like the effectiveness of yelling at someone when they're across a lake.
Get a megaphone. No.
It's just approach.
All right. So, as you walk over, let me bring up their image. This one will work for now. So these are what you see. Just replace the black with gray, or not gray, brown. You see 2 elks, 1 male, 1 female. As you see that they are casting spell on the water as it starts to rise up into the air. And they are... It seems to be some modification of a levitation spell.
Gestures to the others to be quiet and just observe.
So, as the water rises up in the air, it starts almost like a pillar, as it starts to swirl around and around and around, till it starts to form a cone vortex. As he's basically creating an aerial whirlpool. As he holds it up there for a good 5 minutes before his horns start to fade, the color they were glowing for his magic, and the water splashes back into the ocean.
Percy's gonna walk toward him.
He looks over to you as well as the female. Hello. What are you?
What am I? I'm a unicorn. My name is Percy Cassidy, and I'm saying this in Elkin because I feel like I need to. Feels like it would be polite, you know.
Alright, yeah. Alright, so for an explanation of you knowing language, you have acquired languages through means, mainly through other, like, it would go through, like, most languages would go through griffins, since they traveled more than ponies have ever.
You
And they're...
basically read a Spanish to English dictionaries, but for like elk and griffin and stuff.
Yeah, so you, you've never seen an elk, nor knew what elks were, but you did recognize their language. But they are speaking to you in a common tongue.
Oh, Percy's always going to choose the weirder thing. And in this case, it is going to be trying to speak Elkin to the elk. Because how's he going to learn that he's doing it wrong if he doesn't talk to him?
You don't
So just a lucky
speak
guy.
good Elkin. You need to work on that.
That's why I'm talking to you, Annette. Hey, what were you doing?
I think we need more explanation on why you're here.
Oh, we're exploring. We're looking for a new home, and well, I hadn't seen an Elkin before, so I decided I needed to talk to
We're just called elks. But he looks at the female. It's like, I don't know, but you're not from around here, and new creatures aren't normal. Are you a defective elk with a single horn?
No, I'm a unicorn.
Are they speaking Elkin too?
No, they're speaking common.
I'm just like chuckling a little.
And what are the rest? I recognize one of you. It would be the first time that a griffin came, but it's been a long while since they've ever entered our domain.
Well, it is an honor to meet you. I am Onyx Rock. Who are you?
I am Aquintouch. And over here is Glacial. We are aquatic mages of our tribe.
Do you live here?
Why do you come here for a new home?
We are explorers.
Ponies are exploring.
Yeah, we're exploring, looking for a new home. And, well, we saw you. We decided we'd at least talk to you, see what you were doing, and see if you knew an area that might be good for us to make a new home, so we don't...
If you're looking for areas to build a home, there is, well, if you don't mind desert or being near dragons, to the south there is a mass desert that to my knowledge, no one has called that their home. But other than that, most of the areas around here are already claimed.
I'm not sure I like deserts. It sounds like sand would get everywhere.
I hate course. Especially in your unpleasant.
Alright.
But you didn't answer my other question. What were you doing with the whirlpool in the air?
We were creating a whirlpool, a spell we are practicing. High class one at that.
Right, but what would be the purpose of that spell? I don't see how that'd necessarily be useful in most instances.
It's magic. Do you need much reason for it?
Well, I mean, to make a spell to do something, there has to be a problem that it solves. Otherwise, it's just magic for magic's sake. And while that's cool, it's not as... I mean, usually you have a reason for doing what you're doing.
They're
we
practicing.
need no reason to do anything. Magic is magic to us. We may use it for reasons, for show, or simply to further education in magic itself. For all we know, what we learn today may be used by future generations to create a massive spell.
So what's your ultimate objective?
Simply to just create a steady whirlpool within the air.
And it was very impressive.
Yes, but I would like longer time in the air. I guess your race is not so magically inclined.
No, I'm very magically inclined. I just want to do spells that actually, are useful.
Oh,
Damn,
man.
that sounded way.
Yeah, that sounded like a prick. That's like, hey, man. How do you know it's not useful?
Yeah.
All right,
Son of a
I
bitch.
really want you to look because, like, that is one of his flaws. Is he sometimes just says some shit that he shouldn't have.
If you look at you, it's like, useful is a term that people simply say when they don't understand things. Usefulness is in situation that you are in. One may say this is useless, while the other says that this could be the answer to all their problems.
But who says an air whirlpool is the answer to all their problems?
That is for the future to show us.
Well, okay.
If you do not invent, then there is no growth. The pursuit of knowledge is a great test to us elks.
Oh, it is. It is to me too. It's just I don't see where that's how that's going to solve a problem. I don't see a problem that is specifically designed to fix.
Only time will tell us.
Okay.
I want to walk over to them and offer to lend them some of my magic power to help them elongate their spells. They seem to want that.
I know you're not accustomed to us, but we are. Don't do that to other elves. It's a bit of an insult.
Oh,
We are very proud of magical stance, and help casting a spell unless asked is something looked down upon.
Well, apologies for taking up your time and distracting you. We will continue exploring. Wish you
If
good
you
luck
wish
on
to
your
see more of
magic.
Elfland, you can go north, unless you wish to stay near here. I know, or not north, south. North of here, there's not really much, so you may be able to find some new land there, but the temperature has been dropping there. Not sure why. Wendigos.
I just like instinctively.
Yeah, but the Wendigos are no more.
But the temperature that they caused in that area has basically turned it into natural. Like, the climate has adapted to what they did.
Okay. And yet they still have power here.
It's more like an aftermath effect. Once a place has gotten, like, a spell of a Wendigo going and they have cast their spell to make it their home, even killing them won't stop the spell. It will just perpetually, it just will stop it from getting worse.
Well, that's disheartening.
You know, you guys are. You said you're pretty good at magic. Why don't you guys undo it? Generate heat in that area so then it fixes itself.
Well, I'm not aware. It's not many elks practice pyromancy, and there's only one of us that would even have anything close to that amount of magical powers.
Well, you just said if you don't ask, then you can't help. But if you guys, but if a person asks, then you guys could all do it. And I mean, maybe you guys could practice fire magic. Sometimes fire can be very useful.
Yes, but it also puts our home at risk.
Just don't do it there. You can cast fire at the water all day, and it's not going to do anything.
Fire
And you can practice and get better.
Too dangerous. We once practiced magic with pyromancy, but too many times has it led to destruction. So we have restricted most fire magics except for the simplest spell.
It just strikes me as weird as an entire group of people is afraid of fire for some reason.
Well, you deal with your land being burned down multiple times just by someone's power going out of control, and then you see how you like it.
Makes sense to me.
It sounds like you're making this water, like you made this water thing. Like that could have helped whenever you guys were having fire, but right now it's not really useful. I think you're making a solution for a problem that already happened.
Well, maybe it could solve the fire problem later on, but for now, we'd rather not. So, unless you have any other questions, I
Thank you
would
for your
like to
time.
get back to my work.
Gestures for the party to leave the Elks to their spellcasting.
I think Percy's insulted them enough. Let's go. let's go before they get mad.
Let's depart.
Hey, they were kind of rude first.
They seemed perfectly normal.
But then Percy
Oh, really?
ditched the crap out of them for using useless magic.
I mean, you don't know what their ultimate goal is.
Let's leave before they get mad. Let's just go.
Alright.
Don't you guys gang up on me too? I mean, like really, they started off with kind of rude.
Onyx Rock just smiles.
Could be better.
Alright.
Two wrongs do not make a right.
So, for the first episode, I would like to end it here for now. I would like to tell people, especially those that are watching, the style that DM I do is I like to let the players decide where they go, and then I plan from there. Right now, the location you are in, I have a game that's going on another time that I basically use to help me brace for wherever you guys are going, and I have almost nearly on purposely led you a different direction. And I will need time to plan what is in this area so that I can give you some real gameplay.
Okay.
Instead of some half-baked ideas. Although I probably will use those NPCs later on. So, I feel like this is a good introduction episode. Have some combat and whatnot. And just to speed things along, because, face it, none of us want to stay at level 1. To end this session, we will be automatically boosted up to level 2.
Yeah.
That's why you said we were starting off at level 2.
Yeah. Kind of an introduction to get into the world. So yeah. Would anybody like to say anything before we end the recording?
No, not really.
Alright, so I assume that I almost fell over.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but
Lonnie
part of
wants
my
the
desk,
dice.
part of my desk fell apart. And my mouse fell down.
Okay. I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
See you folks in the next video, right? Bye.
Oh yeah, I caught myself, but like, so you know how like desk